Well, good day, everyone, and welcome to yet another edition of Eddie's Corner. I am Eddie Appelfeld, and I'm going to find it difficult to find a corner around here. Before I tell you where we are, let me tell you about this. Do you remember back in April or May, the World Health Organization, WHO, said that animals and pets, your dogs, do not really spread the disease, the virus, which tells me that WHO let the dogs out. That's right, that's a joke. Well, where are we? Glad you asked. Abbey Burger, 1604 Kelly Avenue. We're right in the heart of Mount Washington. Open 7 days, dinner only, but they do sell or offer lunch weekends. So it's dinner only. There's no dining inside. They will do carry out and, of course, curbside. When the place is fully operational, they seat about 120. There is a bar, parking all around the neighborhood. And there are two other locations besides the one here in Mount Washington. We have one in Federal Hill and one in Fells Point. We're going to go inside and have some food and meet the owner. But first, you're going to look at this. There's one good thing that could be said about 2020. It's over and gone. So many things were missed by all of us, but here are a few things I missed. Actually dancing and touching someone. Coming home from a party and seeing a rainbow. Cruise ships in the Atlantic making their way south. And sunrises observed as you're walking hand in hand with that someone special. Partying, like with the director of the BSO, Marin Alsap. Getting dressed for a gala somewhere downtown. Traveling to someplace, like the exquisite Hotel Hershey. Meeting famous people at events, folks like Lily Tomlin, John Aston, or local favorite, Ronnie Dove. Strolling the boardwalk in Rehoboth after dining at one of their restaurants. Or perhaps a day in Washington, enjoying the sights like the Watergate, or the Washington Monument, or maybe watching awestruck at the Falls of Niagara. Any place outside. Watching a baseball game in a major league stadium, this one in Philadelphia. But perhaps best of all, just getting together and sometimes even dressing like you're back in time. Well, okay, I hope you enjoyed that segment. Now we're at a restaurant that I've heard about for years. And again, I'm still having trouble. I'm going to invent a mask that doesn't fall down. We're at the Peppermill Restaurant, 1301 York Road in Lutherville. Open 7 days, plenty of parking, private room for parties, a bar with our TVs. Usually they would seat about 240. Now they're operating on 50% capacity. A staff here who's been here for years. Some people have been here since it opened back in, what was it, 1982. That voice you hear in the back is Rick Zeigel, who was the co-owner along with David Jones. He has made some great food for us. Maybe he didn't, the chef did, but Rick was a chef at one time. So I'm going to ask you, if you would, just to describe what we have.
Sure, Ed. Thanks a lot for having me on today. The first dish we have here is what we call lamb lollipops. It's an appetizer. It's 4 New Zealand lamb chops that we've marinated and grilled, and it's a very popular appetizer here at the Peppermill. This is our prime rib. We have 2 different cuts. We have a lunch cut, and if you're real hungry, you want to get the dinner cut. It's available the whole time our kitchen's open, and all these items, our entire menu is available both for carry-out and for indoor seating. Over here we have our surf and turf. It's a 6-ounce fillet with a 5-ounce lobster tail. And, it's the traditional surf and turf, and it's been a popular menu item for years and years and years. And I'm going to be highlighting that on Valentine's Day this year. Now we have this is our twin crab cakes. My crab cakes are made with all fresh crab meat. I do not buy pasteurized crab meat. I haven't had to buy it since about 2015. So ours are made, like I said, made fresh daily. And since we opened October 4th of 1982, they have been our most popular item on the menu. We sell a bunch of them. And then when it comes to desserts, this is our chocolate cake with buttercream icing that is made in-house. Several of our desserts are made in-house, and then some of them we do buy. So, again, Ed, I want to thank you for having me on today, and hope to see you soon at the Peppermill.
Okay, Rick, thank you. Peppermill, very, very popular restaurant, and I certainly recommend it. Okay, and I thank you. And now we're heading back to Mount Washington and Abbey Burger. Okay, welcome back. We're now inside Abbey Burger. Again, let me remind you, 1604 Kelly Avenue, right in the heart of Mount Washington. Here I go again with the mask. We're going to now meet Marigold. She is the owner, and we're also going to talk about some of the food that Chef Angel made for us.
Hi, I'm Marigold Miller, owner of Abbey Burger. What you're going to be seeing that the gentleman ate for lunch was the Baltimore burger. It is our signature Maryland crab dip on top of a Black Angus burger with applewood bacon, cheddar cheese, and on a classic bun. They also had the Maryland chopped salad, also with our Maryland crab, iceberg lettuce, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, jalapenos, and an Old Bay vinaigrette, along with avocado and onions. The blackened shrimp burger, my personal favorite, is like all of our dishes are made in-house and hand-pattied from actual chopped-up shrimp, no fillers, pickled green tomato, lettuce, a remoulade sauce on a classic bun. We also had a classic BLT with applewood bacon, lettuce, tomato, mayo on Texas toast. We also have a variety of that is also spicy. You can get it with the spiced double BLT with chipotle bacon. And lastly, we just added a new specialty since our very generous donation from Barstool Sports for El Presidente, Dave Portnoy. We will be featuring his burger of choice and giving it back $1 of each burger proceeds to the Barstool Fund that is helping us stay open in Fells Point.
Yeah, well, Marigold, two things I have to say. First of all, I did have the blackened shrimp burger, first time, very good. And you call this gentleman? I'm not sure about that. Okay, well, that concludes yet another edition of Eddie's Corner. I think this is season 2, episode 5. And finally, I have a corner. Thank you very much for watching. Again, I mentioned if you have a suggestion as to where you would like us to travel, Mr. Media, I'm going to invent a mask that just doesn't fall off. Mr. Media at Comcast.net, Mr. spelled out. Thank you for watching, and guess what? We'll see you next time.
And that's the end.